It is often said that the secret of happiness is freedom, and the secret of freedom is courage. Hi, my name is Tarani Maria Simonathan, and today I'm going to talk to you about the key to my life, happiness. Happiness is something we all need, even through the darkest of times. It teaches us, it fulfills us, but most importantly, it makes us stronger than ever before. Imagine people are throwing stones at you. These stones are abhorrent and hurtful comments, but instead of fighting back, you take those stones and build them into a big castle to grow and defend yourself. This resembles happiness and positive thinking. It takes courage to build that barrier, and this gives us freedom from all the hateful comments, thus giving us happiness. Everybody needs to do this in their own way, especially if it feels unnecessary. Happiness can also determine what happens in our lives as well. Positive thinking also applies to people who had to leave their home country due to a war. My mother is an astonishing example of this, as she had to fly away from her home country at the young age of 7. She is a fantastic mother, finance director, tutor, and runs businesses, but she had to get through some really tough times to be where she is today. On August 23rd, 1983, her birthday, she was evacuated from the flames in her home city. Flying away from your home and leaving everything behind is truly a horrible experience. But she did one thing that made everything better. She was positive. She came to an unfamiliar environment in India upset because she had to leave Sri Lanka and everything she knew behind. But she still put a smile on her face. Only with that positive attitude was she able to achieve her many great things in life. And if she had not done that, I would not be here talking to you today. My father also had some problems, especially during the pandemic, but he also remembered to keep a smile on his face. I can't imagine how the children and adults in the Ukrainian war must feel like, but I hope they're going to strive for the freedom and happiness that they deserve. I was a normal 11-year-old girl. I aimed to be happy, cheerful, and kind-hearted all the time. However, a new health challenge unexpectedly dawned upon me that year. It was hard to digest, and I thought I would get bullied in school because of it. However, my parents, teachers, and friends stood by my side and gave me the strength through the testing times. I never felt down about myself ever again, and it gave me a lot of courage and freedom and a burst of happiness. I do mindfulness and meditation, which develops resilience. Anyone can have an amazing life if one has a positive attitude. I do mirror work, which empowers me to be grateful and happy for everything that is in my life. My religion also teaches me to be grateful as well. I am a Hindu, which means I believe in good karma and bad karma. If I lead a life filled with good karma, I'll be able to go to moksha, Hindu heaven. And if I lead a life filled with bad karma, I would have to be reincarnated until I lead a good life. I apply these guidelines to happiness as well. Every Hindu has a goal that they must achieve before the end of their life, also known as dharma. At first, we don't know what our dharma is, but we start to understand what it is while we are living. I believe that part of my dharma is to always be happy, even through the tough times, as it makes me stronger than ever before. Happiness helps build the inner core strength of our souls, making us feel like we're floating on cloud 9. And with that statement, I have come to the end of my speech. That was my philosophy of happiness. What's yours? Thank you for listening.